We're back, it's Monday. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I'm just here in the warehouse again. Feeling good this morning, looking forward to the week. Been to the gym, had my coffee, just building up this Simex planer, the hitch bracket you seen us get made last week. Just bolting that up onto the planer, and it will go out today. That's for an 8-ton Kubota. It's going to a local customer on a demo first. Fingers crossed, if it goes well, we don't see it back. So yeah, going to do that. Had the customer rung this morning with some seals he was sent out last week. He's been sent the wrong ones. I have actually found one in here, so we're just waiting on him getting back to us. We might go meet him somewhere with the seal, and then we'll see where the day goes for there. Brackets on, bolted up. Going to put some hoses and some couplers on, get some stickers on it, wrap this up, and it'll be ready to go. Same as the compactor from last week, we're going to adapt this to 3/4 BSP and use BSP hoses and fittings, just because it's a bit more common. If something happens on site, they burst a hose or they burst a fitting, it's far easier to get BSP than it is to get the inch and 3/16 ORFS. So stick these on, get them tightened up, put the hoses on. Laura's here, folks. Monday afternoon, and apologies, forgot to take the camera, but we went and delivered the seal and some wear parts to a customer, and we picked up this on the way back. Another bolt pattern profile plate. That is for a Simex screening bucket that should be here this week. They build up an S45 hitch bracket for it, and it's going for a demo where we're going to take the whole bucket and everything down to a customer in Yorkshire next Tuesday for a demo. So we're just getting that built up here in time. Bucket should be here this week. I'll show you that when it turns up. Other than that, I'm just doing a bit of tidying up in here. This place is a riot from the weekend. There's a hedge trimmer out behind me, a demo one that we're going to just do some videos and stuff with in a bit. That's really it. Nothing too major going on for a Monday. Just do some more tidying up here. And that's it. Oh, got some stuff going to the auction as well. We'll get that out tomorrow. It's all the way back in here. Some bits and pieces, but I'll detail that on tomorrow, hopefully. And that's it. Morning. It's Tuesday. We are in the warehouse again. A couple of things got out this morning. Need to make a new hitch bracket for this flail. You see the one we've used, this is the one we've been using for demo videos, but you can see it's bolted on with loose nuts and bolts. It's bolted on, so I need to go drill out another one with different sizes for that, so that can leave today. As I said yesterday, there's a couple of bits and pieces way up in there somewhere that I need to get out. They need to leave today as well. But first, let's go get this bracket, get it drilled out. Well, I've got it done already. It was in one of these cages here. I'll go drill it out. We'll get the flail up, give it a quick wash, get the new hitch bolted to it, and we'll get that out today. take the forklift up with the flail, give it a quick wash while we're drilling out the other hitch, then we'll swap them over and it'll be good to go. If the forklift starts. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Didn't see last week's episode, just to fill you in, this building behind us, part of that is where we work out of at the moment, and where I'm going to just now is part of MVP's yard that my parents started. That's where I worked before starting and then running this business full time. So let me give you a quick spinner, I'll turn you around, give you a quick show around there, and we'll go get this washed and the hitch bracket ready to go. New bracket. Let's try that because it's wet. New bracket, as I said, 30mm pins, 120 centres for a 1 point. I think it's a 1.6. I think it's a ZX16 actually, or a ZX19 Hitachi. They're both the same pickup. It was my intention with this flail, we drilled the bolt pattern square because it was my intention to test out, don't talk and try and do up nuts and bolts, to test out turning the bracket so it was 45 degrees to the flail, which would have sat your machine this way in order to test tracking sort of with the flail out in front of you. But somebody ordered this X demo one before I got to test that, so I've saved the hitch bracket off it as you've seen, so we'll test that when we get some more of these in. Pins back in, and that'll be good to go. There we are, ready to go. New bracket on. Hoses and couplers were, I'll need to change one of them actually. Should have a male-female pair, but because the machine we were using it on, it's got two males. I'll change one of those out to a female. And this will be good to go. Also, I know this is before I started filming these weekly episodes, but look what's back. Our very own Gold Digger beer. I should have probably filmed this on Sunday. We went and picked this up from the brewery. But our Gold Digger American Pale Ale and Mango Pale Ale are back. We put these out with orders, sort of package, augers, flails, that sort of thing. Bottle of each, just as a thank you to you for putting your trust in us, place an order with us, just a wee thanks. So hopefully that's a nice surprise for people that aren't expecting it. They've been out of stock for a month or two now. We've been waiting in this batch, getting ready. So they're back. We stick some in with this flail. It doesn't work. We stick some in with this flail, finish packing it up, and that's another one done. Now, it's no secret that we are incredibly tight for space in here. If you've seen any of our other videos, I think or even last week's one, I spoke about it. I'm going to demonstrate exactly what I mean right now though, because up there somewhere is a pallet with 2 tilt buckets on it that we need out because they are booked in to go to the auction this week. Some old stock we've been sitting on for a wee while that just, they're really slow, been really slow in selling and been little uptake on them, so decided just to free up the space, get some cash back, put them to the auction. It's the first time I've ever done anything like this, so could be, they go to the auction, they're unreserved, who knows what they make. Whatever they make, you need to take for it. So it's a decision we've never done before, but give it a shot. What's the worst? The worst that can happen is we get nothing for them, which would be unlikely. But we'll get more than what they will sat there. So, as I said, never will you see more how tight we are for space than right now, because I'm going to have to move pretty much everything in here to get them out. Now granted, I was on the phone for a little bit of that, and I done some reorganisation when I was there. 37 minutes to get one pallet of attachments off the warehouse rack is nonsense. So yeah, we'll need to do something about that, because that's hopeless. But they're out. Now I just need to put all this stuff back where it came from. Just waiting on SNT turning up to pick up this flail order from this morning. Thought there was a forklift up here, turns out, in fact, never mind, I'll use this big one when we're here. Morning, it's Wednesday, we're halfway through the week in the warehouse again this morning. Let me quickly show you what's on the plan for the day. Those compactor plates that we looked out yesterday, we'll get them in a pallet, get them out. The tilt buckets that we took 3/4 of an hour to look out yesterday, they're going today. There is an auger package with an X2500 to go, a couple of augers with that. There's a couple of hitch brackets with that I need to go finish painting. Go and do that just now. Get back down here, get them loaded up, get them out for the day, and we'll see where the day takes us for there. I'll check back in once I've got that on a pallet. You've seen that plenty of times before, and then we'll see. There might not be too much else on the rest of the day. This might be quite a quick one, but I'll check back in once we've packed in. Right, quick update. Completely forgot to film packing up this auger package because I get held up with some customer phone calls, some inquiries and some issues. Had another issue with the 250mm Ecotech tree here that we sold a few weeks ago. I'll do a fuller update on that once we get all the issues resolved. Just been one of those that we seem to have had back-to-back problems with. So packed up the auger package. 3 tilt buckets are on this pallet. I'll band them down, ready to go today as well. Compactor plates, we'll get them on a pallet. We'll get them out also. And I've got the boss in today as well. Now, if you haven't seen some of my short videos, that's Woody, the resident warehouse dog in here. Comes and goes between my house and the warehouse, and just, to be honest, normally just chills right there where he's about to lie down. Yep. I know I said today was meant to be quiet, but we've had a couple of deliveries. That one there, that I'll show you in a second, and apparently another one that's just coming in at the moment. Now, I was expecting that one there, but I don't know what this one is. One way to find out, I guess. There's the 3 pallets going outbound today. That here's the auger package, then a couple of compactor plates and the tilt buckets. I genuinely have no idea what this is. I know what this is. The packaging gives it away. Nothing that exciting, but it is some laser cut profiles for, in fact I should leave one up there. It is some laser cut profiles for a Simex screen bucket. They should also be here this week. Simex screening bucket that we're going to go and demo next week for a customer. But we need to build a hitch bracket for him, preferably this week, so I can get it bolted up, make sure everything is good to go for Tuesday. As I say, nothing too exciting. You can maybe see them there, just some laser cut profiles. I'll show you them once we unpack them properly and we go to make the bracket. Now this one is a bit more exciting. So this is a Slane track order that I placed a couple of weeks ago for some bits and pieces we've had before, but they've been out of stock for a little while. The RB80 with the quad brush, some single brushes, the heavy brush kits are in there, and their new rotavator attachment. So yeah, good to see them come in. I obviously was expecting it at some point, but I didn't know it was coming today, so that's a nice surprise. We'll get them put inside. I can now update them on the website, put them as back in stock. We buy them with flat plates, and then we just weld on the hitch bracket to suit on the top. Although I did think, well not I did, I thought we were getting them painted because they were painted last time, so we'll need to find out about that. But other than that, that's pretty cool. 3 brushes with the quad brush, some single brush options, and the heavy brush kits which are in there and there. Nice. Any questions on them, as usual, please leave me a comment below. Let us know how you want me to test one out, what you want us to get one doing, and within reason, if it's sensible, I'll give it a try. Thursday morning, probably going to be a quick one today, not a whole lot going on. Just in the warehouse, about to pack up an order for a 1/2 metre auger torque extension. To be honest, that's really it for orders going out. I'll probably catch you up tomorrow, unless anything dramatic happens. We've a hitch bracket that I showed you yesterday, we're going to get made. That's about it, really. To be honest, we'll be in the office doing paperwork and stuff otherwise, as I say, unless anything major happens that I don't foresee. I'm going to start doing this more often. I just got done saying there was nothing exciting happening today, and then a delivery came in. I'll show you what it is. The Simex VSE 10. I'll get it unwrapped and I'll show you around it properly. Well, that's cool to see. First one of these we've had in this size, the Simex VSE 10 screen bucket. Double shaft screener with adjustable size output. Show you it properly working next week when we get it out to a demo. In the meantime, we'll get the bracket finished, bolted on. left this at the door here, but I'm actually really looking forward to getting out and trying this. It looks like a proper piece of kit, so looking forward to getting a bracket on it and going trying it. Ordered up the hoses this morning and some spare adapters and spare fittings. The hitch bracket, as I say, I'll show you that when it's ready. That should be it. So this is the VSE 10, as I said previously, which is the big brother of that little VSE 2 up there. But this does obviously have the ability to change the output size. Apologies I didn't get some more of the welding. I'm going to leave Rab to it and I'm going home because I have a banging sore head that I don't fancy getting any worse by standing watching him welding. But that'll mean that's ready in the morning. I'll get it cleaned up and painted. We've got the hoses to go collect in the morning as well for that bucket, and then we'll get it all together. But yes, that is us for the day. Thursday officially done. Hitch painted, some phone calls taken and replied to. Let's go pick up some hoses for that bucket. We have some hoses and a phone call.
Okay, so stay in touch next week, sure. Okay,
Good man, tip.
Okay, thanks.
Right.
Cheers.
Aye, James, sorry I missed you there, I was on the phone.
And I'm trying to get some fittings, but I'm still not getting any fittings.
See what I mean about having to switch gears constantly? That's, in the middle of getting these hoses out, that's a phone call with an update for a tree shear issue that we've been dealing with. I'll give you the full story on that later. Then a phone call from the customer who these hoses are for this screen bucket for Tuesday, about hydraulic T-pieces to put a case drain on his digger. And then a phone call from me to the hydraulic place I've just been at, to Hydroquip, to see if they've got the T-pieces. And in between times a message from another customer about a screen bucket, about hydraulic flows, etc. So yeah, all happens. You feel like nothing happens for a while and then everything happens at the one time, but it only takes, as you see, a few phone calls for that to be the case. Laura's here.
Hello.
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 You heard me talking there that we needed some hydraulic fittings for the crusher bucket. No, the crusher bucket, the screening bucket.
You're good.
Which means we're going back to Hydroquip for more fittings with Laura. Did we get the hose parts? Yes. Did we stop for ice lollies? Yes. I know I just sprung that in the video that Laura was coming, but Laura here, who's probably too shy to speak.
No, I'm not.
For those of you that don't know and don't know us, is my fiance and my left hand, and does that work out, left hand in the front facing camera, in the business. So live with, work with, deal with every day. Put these fittings in the post, they'll be with the customer tomorrow, so we can get ready for the bucket coming on Tuesday.